games happened on Saturday, November 23rd. We had 7 games. Let's talk about them. The first game is the Knicks lost to the Jazz on the road. Sometimes on the weekend you have an early day, or you have an early game. Different, weird things happen. Knicks got blown out here by 15 points. Karl Anthony Towns was a minus 34. Just absolutely horrible, while Josh Hart was a minus 37. Cat didn't shoot the ball well, goes 1 for 9 from the free throw, from the three. Really, really struggled here. I don't know if he partied the night before, whatever happened. Still put up 16 rebounds, 5 assists, and a block. So, Cat has been really, really good this year. Even after this night, he's the 5th ranked player. Oh my God, Jalen Williams is 6th. Not worried about Cat after one bad game. Jalen Brunson, 23 points, 8 assists, 2 threes. Now, Jalen Brunson is the guy that's been underperforming quite a bit. He's right now just a 60th ranked player, providing absolutely no defensive stats, 0.6 steals. Right, that's always the worry with him. I think 25 points, 7.4 assists, they're both very good. He's not going to average 28 because now you have Cat here. Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, they're both going to have some usage each game. So overall, I mean, there's room to improve. You can buy low if you really need the points and the assists, which is very hard to get on the waiver wire. And also, he's very efficient. 47% from the field, right? 84% from the free throw line. All this is very good. It's just a lack of defensive stats for him. Josh Hart, another amazing game. Speaking of defensive stats, this guy gets a lot. 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and 3 blocks, 2 threes. Just look at the minutes. I just hope he stay healthy all season, because all the Knicks starters, they're getting just ridiculous minutes. That could be an issue once we get deeper into the season. OG Anunoby, 3 steals and 2 blocks. Yeah, they all play well. Mikal Bridges go 3 for 15. Cameron Payne actually got 31 minutes here. If Cameron Payne gets consistent 25 to 30, for sure he's somebody we should pay attention to, because he does get assists and threes and steals. He did it all over here. I think that this game he played extra minutes because Miles McBride was out. For the Jazz, welcome back Walker Kessler, 10 rebounds, 3 blocks. He's gonna give you a lot of rebounds and a lot of blocks, and a really good field goal. And just look at the minutes, pretty good here. And obviously, what's his name is also is out. He was getting quite a few minutes. So everybody got 35 over 30 minutes. John Collins still got the start with 20 points, 13 rebounds. John Collins is a big sell high, in my opinion. Who knows? He might even get traded. He's a 22nd ranked player. Oh my God, yeah. Any top 50 player will do. Try to trade him. And Josh Hart, speaking of sell high, Josh Hart is a 23rd ranked player. Yeah, that's... The rankings early in the season, they're just all over the place. So John Collins, Josh Hart, for sure. These guys are not top 25 players. So if you can get John Collins, and look at him, maybe like top 70, 80. And they don't really want to. I feel like as season goes on, he's not a guy that they're really going to prioritize. So he might lose minutes here and there. Just like situation Colin Sexton and Jordan Clarkson is in. Right? Anytime they pop off, try to sell them. Lauren Markkanen also had a big game with 34 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 threes, but absolutely no defensive stats. That's been his problem. And Keontae George, he kind of got benched over here. Not benched. It's just the rest of the guys were playing really, really well. Actually, I don't know. I don't know why he only got 27 minutes. I think they just went big a lot of the times versus the Knicks. This game, at least here. Still had a great game in my opinion, so I'm not worried. 2 threes, 9 assists, 4 rebounds, and a steal. I would take it. It's gonna be a wild ride with Keontae George. You just, you kind of just have to hold him throughout the season. Now, if you get into the playoffs, you don't need assists or you don't need threes. Drop him for sure. You need field goal and defensive stats and rebounds. Yeah, he should be the first one you cut. Because he's not only he's not helping, he's hurting you in a lot of the efficiency categories. The next game, Detroit lost to Orlando Magic. This game, Kate Cunningham was out. So Malik Beasley got the start at 32 minutes. Continued to stream him for threes and points. With him out, actually, a lot of the starters only got 25 minutes, which is interesting. Jaden Ivey only 28, still had a good game with 2 steals and a block, 7 rebounds, 19 points. Jalen Duren is just bad for a guy that's getting drafted this high. I mean, he does have a lot of hype, but just no defensive stats. I don't know how you could have good rankings. And he absolutely take no threes, no assists, don't really have a lot of steals. He give you a lot of rebounds. Not really. He only have 4 rebounds here. So Duren this year has been very disappointing. I would try to sell him anytime he has a big game. I wouldn't buy him, to be honest. I mean, he give you rebounds and field goal. But somebody like Walker Kessler is just 100 times better than Jalen Duren as of right now. Obviously, things could change. Tobias Harris had 8 points, seemed really empty. And then we'll look at the Magic. Yeah, what happened with Jalen Suggs? I think he's hurt. Yeah, he got hurt. Hamstring, oh my God. Yeah, you actually just hate to see hamstring issues because they linger, to be honest. You want to sit out a week or two. But, if you pull your hamstring, it's just a thing that's just going to bother you as the season goes on. But no worries, Jalen Suggs is young. He should probably sit out a week just to get fully healed. And how about Franz Wagner? 30 points, 2 steals, 8 assists, 9 rebounds. This man is just insane. Absolutely insane. Franz Wagner now is the 13th ranked player. Yeah. If you get a top 15 player, right? If you can get Anthony Edwards, Jaren Jackson Jr., LaMelo, I mean, all the names that I'm looking at, to me, he's more like maybe this year he take another step forward, top 30. If you look at his numbers, he's averaging 23 points. He's a 20-point scorer. So he's going to lose a few points when Ben Carroll comes back. That's okay. But a lot of other things, I don't know if it's sustainable, especially the 1.7 steals and 5.6 assists. Those both seem a little bit high. And 86% from the free throw line. That's also, I don't know if he can sustain that. Otherwise, we know he can score 20 points a game, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. It's if he's shooting 86% and getting to the line 5 times, that's going to help his value. And on top of everything, he's only averaging 2.2 turnovers, which is also huge. That helps his value a lot, help with his rankings a lot. But anyway, he's a sell high in my opinion. If you can get a top 20 player, top 25, 100% do it. Gogo Badaze, Wednesday and 3 block, that's fine. Move on to the next game. The Charlotte Hornets lost to the Bucks. The Bucks just keep winning. And LaMelo scored 50 points. What a game from him. 50 points, 10 assists with 6 threes. He's been hitting ridiculous amount of threes and attempting. He attempts. He's making 4.6 threes a game, averaging 30 points. That's a lot of points from LaMelo. This is the guy that we draft in the first or second round. Just the number of counting stats is absolutely insane. And he stayed healthy this year. Last year was pretty bad. He played like 30-something games and was out for season. So, good turnaround. And he's only averaging 1.2 steals. I guess when you go that hard offensively, you're going to get less defensive stat. But yeah, he could easily be a 1.6, 1.7 steals guy. Right? The reason in category leagues he's only ranked 19th is because he's shooting 43% from the field and 42%, and 4.2 turnovers. If you're punting those two, top 5, easily. So, yeah, if you pick LaMelo, great. For example, he's playing much better than Luka. I know Luka's got an injury with his wrist, and he took 38 field goals. That is insane. Brandon Miller took 23. What is the rest of the team doing? Diabate, he's a guy that we should definitely stream. I don't know when Mark Williams is going to be back. He's definitely a meme at this point, and we don't know when Nick Richards is coming back. So for now, absolutely roster him if you need big mid stats. 11 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block. with these guys take combined 61 field goals, the rest of the team they're really not gonna eat. And a field goal feels this Charlotte Hornet team feels like LaMelo just have the ultimate green light. He can do whatever he wants. 38 field goals is insane. On the season, he's taking 24, the most in the NBA. He has the highest usage. And the Charlotte Hornets, are they winning games? 6-9. Okay. They can be in the plains, I guess. For the Bucks, okay, they're winning games now. After this, they are 8-9. 5th in the East. So, there's some hiccups in the early season. They're turning things around. Damian Lillard with 31 points and 3 threes. Giannis at 32 and 11 rebounds and 2 blocks. They're just doing what they do always. And Brook Lopez, of course, chipped in 1 steal and 3 blocks and 8 rebounds and 3 threes. Brook Lopez has just been killing it for the last however many years. Lopez, 38th ranked player. Why? Doesn't really help you anywhere. Hit 2 threes, that's nice. But if you need threes, there's so many guys. 1.4 steals is honestly very, very impressive for him, and 2.3 blocks. Defensive specialist. Any guy that's average over 2 blocks, you just kind of have to pay attention to. But in the playoffs, if you don't need blocks, Brook Lopez is definitely somebody you could drop. But he just brings such value to that one category that you just have to hold him throughout the season. The next game is this game is interesting. The Portland Trailblazers beat the Rockets 104-98. And Anthony Simons, after struggling, I think last night on Friday night, he had a big bounce back game with 25 points and 4 threes. He's still not very good, but if you bought low or somebody dropped him, and you picked him up, congrats. He's gonna give you decent amount of points and threes. Same thing with Shaedon Sharp. 24 points and 4 threes and 2 steals. It seems like they're giving the ball to him and Freddie Simons. They have a lot of usage. And Donovan Killigan had 19 rebounds, a steal and 3 blocks in his 25 minutes. Absolutely huge. Yeah, if DeAndre Ayton is not coming back or gets traded or whatever, he could be a top 20 player just because how valuable blocks are. And he's going to get 12, 13 rebounds a game. So pay attention to this guy. I will pick him up and roster him for sure in the short term. And let's see what happens when Ayton comes back. Jeremy Grant, 22 points and 4 threes. Okay, and Tomani Kamara with steal and a block. Yeah, and Danny Advia got 33 minutes. If he were dropped, for sure he's a guy that we could stream. But, with him, the minutes are a little bit inconsistent. He had a big game here with 1 steal and 4 blocks versus the Rockets. So, if their schedule is good, I don't mind, rostering him because who knows, one of those games he might go off. Move on to the Rockets, and how about, Taro Eason had a bad game here, but Amen Thompson able to come in here and play 35 minutes while Fred VanVleet, he had some personal fouls. That's okay. Play 20. I mean, Fred VanVleet is still going to be okay. He's very up and down, but, the assist is pretty valuable, right? He gets steals and blocks, fairly low turnovers. But this is why, in category leagues, he's ranked very high. But when you have him on your team, you feel like he's not really doing anything. But he actually is. So I think it's a good buy low opportunity, especially if your team is punting field goals and actually trying to win turnovers every week because how valuable his assists and assist to turnover ratio. So if you can win both assists and turnover every week, that's a crazy. Your team is going to be, ahead versus a lot of the matchups, versus a lot of teams. Amen Thompson also need to be rostered. I think a must roster at the moment. Just him and Taro Eason are too hot. Taro Eason did not have the best game, 0 for 7, but that's okay. He added in 2 steals and a block and 5 rebounds. While Jalen Green goes 3 for 14. This is the word with him. He got 29 minutes here. Some nights he actually is just not going to play over 30. Right, beginning of the season he was getting 35. He didn't shoot the ball well. Of course, the coach is going to go the other way. And Pro Shangun, I think overall, like he's been doing well. I think just so many games he goes 7 for 14 as a center. Like he should be shooting around 50%, but he's just missing a lot of shots. I think the counting numbers are totally fine. Jabari Smith had played 37 minutes, 14 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 threes. Okay, that's not too bad. And Dylan Brooks had 13 points. But on this Rockets team, again, if you have Amen Thompson and Tari Eason on the waiver wire, if you're in category leagues, these two guys need to be picked up and rostered. They just do everything. The next game is the Grizzlies. They just keep winning without Ja Morant. They put up 142 points without Ja. Scottie Pippen Jr. probably a good time to try to sell him. Had 30 points and 10 assists. He really went off here. Yeah, try to sell him because the minutes is just too inconsistent with him. He played 31 here, which is good. Desmond Bain, 13 points, 1 3. Pretty mediocre game and pretty bad game for Desmond. And Brandon Clark with 24 points. In the short term, with Edie out, sure, you could have him. Really good field goal and rebounds. Not that many blocks, but if you need field goal and rebounds, he's the guy. Jaren Jackson Jr. continues to be really amazing offensively. 3 threes, 23 points, a steal and 2 blocks. Jaren Jackson Jr. has had a very good season so far. And offensively, he's really improved a lot. I didn't really watch that many Grizzly games, but I had Jaren Jackson on my team over the years, and I watch him play offense. He's very, very, very one-dimensional. He either shoot the three, right, and he's got a weird shooting form too. Like he basically doesn't take any mid-range, and then he goes in try to do a very predictable left hook shot. That type of left hook or left. Little left hook shot. So he doesn't really have that many moves offensively. But I can see how he probably improved a lot over the summer offensively, and his efficiency also went up this year. It's just the block numbers are still, I don't think it's over 2 at the moment. You just need a couple games where he blocked like 7 shots, and then he's going to be golden. He's 18th ranked player. Played just 29 minutes, averaging 1.7 blocks. Right, 23 points is really good for him, and 52% from the field. So Jaren Jackson Jr. actually improved a lot this year over the summer. For the Bulls, Josh Giddey, he had a good game versus I forgot which team yesterday. Here, played just 21 minutes. That's the concern. He put up 7 rebounds, 8 assists, both obviously still very good, and 12 points, but only 21 minutes. They gave a lot of minutes to this guy Matas, who played 29 minutes. Not sure where Josh Giddey is gonna go. Maybe this game all the starters nobody got over 30 minutes other than Zach LaVine, who had 29 points, 3 threes, and look at that, 2 steals. But Zach LaVine, sure, points, threes, efficiency, he's all good. It's just the peripheral stats. Had 3 rebounds and 0 assists. 2 steals is nice, but he just got to do more. In my opinion, he could do more. I don't know why he's not really, Kobe White, meanwhile, he's getting a lot of defensive stats this year. He used to be a guy, literally, I think this 1 year, he went on 13 games or 10 games without a single steal. This year, he's averaging like 1.3, 1.4 steals. And he hit a lot of threes, so Kobe White been really good this year. Vucevic, another good game with 26 points, 9 for 14 from the field. But where is this team going to go this year? That's why any of the Bulls players have a good game, I would try to sell them. The next game is the Warriors and the San Antonio Spurs. Wemby came back. A really big game for them, actually. A really big win. Steph Curry goes 5 for 16, 14 points. His usage really dipped this year. I don't know if it's because he get double teamed too much. 7 rebounds, 5 assists. Use this opportunity to buy low. I still look at him as a top 12 on a per game basis. And when you have Curry, if you have an efficient team, right? Let's say you have a Karl Anthony Towns, you pair him up with Steph Curry, amazing, right? Every week you're very competitive in free throws, and very competitive in field goals as well, and a lot of threes. So really, but if you have a Trae Young, You have a LaMelo. A lot of Curry's value goes to waste because he's as a 25-point scorer, scoring guard. If he can shoot 49%, that's really good for your team. Draymond Green, horrible game, but still had 8 assists and 7 rebounds. But with him, you can't expect consistent output for Draymond, and he only played 26 minutes. He could probably commit a lot of fouls versus Wemby. And Wiggins played 33. I mean, right now Wiggins really the only guy that worth, I think, rostering. The other Warrior guys, like even Buddy Hield plays his 23. Unless you need threes, you could have him. Otherwise, there's no point. For the Spurs, Victor Wembanyama is back. Continues to shoot 13 threes a game. 25 points, 9 assists really stands out here. 7 rebounds. His rebound really dipped this year. A steal and 3 blocks, that sounds good. Good to see him back and healthy. Chris Paul played just 20 minutes. Yeah, like I said, I would really. They also have a back-to-back, maybe. Did they have a back-to-back? I'm not sure, but maybe they played Chris Paul a few more minutes. Chris Paul is just a guy that if he's obviously had a good start, I will always try to sell him. A veteran on a bad team. Yeah, they might still start him and then eventually give him 25 minutes as we get to the end of the season. And who knows? Maybe just if he have a slight injury, just shut him down. Right, those are the risks always, especially with veterans on a bad team. Or he could play 82 games and play fine. But the chances are there's just other risks involved with CP3. So if he plays well, definitely try to sell. Should at least try. Stephon Castle played 33 minutes. Yeah, I think at this point he's a must roster. 19 points. I mean, things could change. He could lose minutes. You know how they do. Spurs do. Change up their minutes all the time. Right? He's a rookie, but he's been getting a lot of minutes. Just provide pretty good counting numbers. And then as a point guard, he gets some blocks, some defensive stats. So that's nice. I don't know what happened. So Jeremy Sohan is still out. So when he comes back, I don't know what's gonna happen with their starting lineup. Some guys gotta lose some minutes. Now Trey Jones is back, played 23 minutes, and we still have Devin Vassell out. So even the guards, we don't really know how the minutes gonna work out. But this is an amazing win for the Spurs. They didn't even shoot the ball that well, 40%. But the Warriors, they only shot 37%. I guess when you have Wemby in the paint, the Warriors, just given their size, they were getting absolutely nothing in the paint. That makes the game really hard. Yeah. Move on to the next game. The last game of the night, the Lakers. Yeah, they got beat by the Nuggets again. You don't want to play the Nuggets. It's just a bad matchup, I feel like. Right? AD really struggled here. Jokic. I don't know why this is such a bad matchup for the Lakers. Is it because AD had to spend all the energy to guard Jokic, and he's such a big part of Lakers' offense? I feel like Lakers got a couple other guys can cook now, right? You have LeBron, you have Austin Reeves. I don't know. Jokic, I mean, my God, he's a plus 39. Jokic is doing insane things. 34 points, 13 rebounds, only 8 assists, 2 steals and block, and hit 3 threes. Man. Christian Braun, 7 for 7, also a big game. He's a must roster. So same thing with Peyton Watson at the moment until, I don't know, whenever Aaron Gordon comes back. Jamal Murray, 30 minutes, not the best game. Jamal Murray is really, Denver need him to play well in the playoffs to really compete, to come out of the West. There's too many good teams in the West. They need more shooting on this team. They really do. So Michael Porter Jr. shot the ball well. Every time he played the Lakers, he played super well. 24 points, 11 rebounds, and 4 threes. And Russell Westbrook. We should pick him up and just see how things go. He's been getting some minutes, I would say. If you need rebound, assists, steals, right? Sure. But just so you know, he's going to hurt your efficiency. But if you don't care about your efficiency, perfect. Perfect guy. And you just hope he gets more minutes. I think the minutes is still inconsistent. The next game he could play 18. Right? Different situation. For the Lakers, AD struggled, but still put up 3 steals and 2 blocks with 10 rebounds. LeBron also struggled offensively. I don't know what Denver did to these two guys. 18 points, had 6 turnovers for LeBron as well, 7 assists and 6 rebounds. And with Rui Hachimura back, Rui Hachimura still started, but Dalton Knecht played 28 minutes. Interesting. I would just hold Dalton Knecht for one more game just to see his minutes, but we could have a situation that he's droppable by the end of next week. Right, if he's only get 25 minutes, 25-ish minutes every game. They still start Cam Reddish, but plays the same 19 minutes. And D'Lo, is it time to drop? It's getting close. It's getting close. I think it depends on your situation. If you're chilling, if you're winning games, okay, you want to hold on to him for some upside because there's a real possibility D'Lo he started getting more minutes, even back to the starting lineup. There is a possibility, but it may never come. So if you need wins right now, maybe you have to let him go. You just have to. Who knows how long this is going to last, right? Could be the whole season. We just don't know. He has a lot of upside, but if you need to win now, you might need to cut D'Lo, who only play 18. It's getting worse and worse out here. That's it, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.